Okay, welcome to Self-Confidence Month. I'm chatting with Denise Drinkwalter. Denise, do you want to tell us just quickly what you do, and then we'll look at self-confidence?
Absolutely. I'm an empowerment life coach for women in midlife years, and I support women to understand themselves in a way they've never taken the time, energy, or focus to do. And I provide that safe and supportive community in order to be able to do that. So I support women to understand more about who they are as an individual and not being defined by their roles, such as moms, work, all the other things, all the other hats we wear, right? Yeah.
So pretty much self-confidence is your thing.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Okay, right. Where do we start then? I mean, you must see so many women, because as you say, we've been defined by so many different roles, but not as us, not as ourselves. And suddenly our hormones change, our life situation changes because maybe the kids leave school, or maybe we change jobs, or we get to a higher position in our job, or whatever. So many things happen in our 40s and 50s that can just pull the rug out from any self-confidence we might have had. Where do we start?
So I want to jump on that because I think that's exactly the time that we start, when the rug is pulled out from under us, because that allows us to see that we do not need to be defined by the outside. That is our opportunity to actually go, wait a minute, I'm no longer going to be hit by the waves and shoved into the rocks on the side of the shore. I'm going to learn how to swim here. What is it that's causing me to always be taken out by the water's edge, right? So I look at it glass half full. I look at that as, you know what? This is my time. I am tired of everybody else telling me how I need to be, what I need to think, what I need to do. It's my time. And so I look at it exactly the exact opposite. And I say, you know what? This is your message, that it's you. Now you get to ground yourself in understanding more about who you are as a woman. And it's way beyond self-confidence. It's about self-love. And when you have that self-love, everything else around, confidence and everything exudes from your pores. So I think it's a powerful time in our lives. It's just another tick saying, yep, you get to change, you get to take control now, you get to do the understanding. And that's why I love this group, because you provide so many opportunities for women to understand themselves in new ways, and know that you are not alone in this process, and know that you can get support and guidance through any of the incredible women who support this group. So that's how I see it. I see it as a, hey, I've had enough, which is fantastic. That's your opportunity to change and dig into that self-confidence, self-love.
So let's say somebody's watching this who is really feeling that their self-confidence is at a low ebb at the moment. So that rug is being pulled out from underneath them right now. How can they start to turn that around? Because, you know, I know when somebody's feeling low, the concept of self-love can feel a very long way away. So how can somebody just start to put little steps in place?
So one of the things that I find works really well, it's simple. You can do it very quickly, right? You want something that's a fast action that can have an impact, is just sit in quiet. Even if you've never done it before, I invite you to sit in quiet for 1 minute. That's all. You don't need to do an hour. You don't need to go out and get all the meditation books and learn everything you have is within you. You just need to go reach deep. And we need to slow down and take 1 minute. Try 1 minute for one whole week if you can do it. Try 1 minute for a day and just sit and be. And if you need to put some quiet music on, I would not suggest words, just music. If you want to doodle, if you want to paint, if you want to write, if you want to draw, if you just want to sit. But I would invite you to just sit for 1 minute and see if you can just hear your heartbeat.
Wow.
because that will make you focus, right?
Yeah. It's such a simple starting place, isn't it? Because and I think that's so important, because as we're going through all these hormonal changes and everything's all up in the air, sometimes, you know, you see these magazine articles, don't you, that say, oh, just do, and then this list of basically impossible right now things, you know, but actually we can all find a minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm serious, 1 minute can change, because it only takes 17 seconds to start a new thought. So sit in 1 minute, and that will give you 17 seconds of a new break. And it sounds so easy. It's like, well, that's not going to do anything. I challenge you to try and see what can happen for you. Yeah.
Wow. And after we've got into the habit of that 1 minute, then the world is our oyster, right?
Right? You can just keep adding. Try it 1 minute. If you try 1 minute for a day, great. Then try it for 3 days. And then try it for 5 days. Like, just slow increments. Do not, my father always said, Rome was never built in a day. And so when we look for the answers out there are people who have been doing this work for a long time. So they give you, like you say, the magazine article with 10 things to do. That overwhelms us. We're already in a state of, I can't, nothing more can happen. I'm done, right? So just sit and be for 1 minute and see what happens, and then slowly, incrementally add to that and see what happens.
Wow. I kind of want to ask more questions. I'm also wanting to keep it just so beautifully simple. So I'm going to say, Denise, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.